Yata yena charachara tatparam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanati mirandasya jnanajana shalakaya chakshurum militam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Stavaram Jangamam Yaptam Yatishit Sacharacharam Tatparam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhavaji Vyapiyat Sarvam Vilokyam Sacharacharam Tatparam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarvashruti Shiroratna Vyajita Parambujaha Vedantam Bhoja Suryoya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjana Bindunada Kalatita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jnana Shakti Samaruda Tatvamala Vibhushida Bhukti Mukti Pradadacha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Anika Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidayine Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shushanam Bhava Sindhosha Grapanam Sarasampada Guru Padodakam Samyak Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Na Guru Radhikam Tattvam Na Guru Radhikam Tapaha Tattva Jnana Paranashti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Manata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Radhira Narisha Guru Paramadevata Guru Parataram Nasi Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. You make me light up angry pastors. You make me wanting my Swami, you are my Lord. You let me worship before you, so I will love and adore you. You are my shepherd, you are my Swami, you are my Lord. You make me lie down in green pastures. You make me wanting for nothing. You fill my hunger with honey from your sweet, sweet word. You make me lie down in green pastures. You make me working for nothing. You fill my hunger with honey from your sweet, sweet word. You make me lie down in green pastures. You make me wanting for nothing. You fill my hunger with honey from your sweet, sweet word. You make me lay down in green pastures. You make me wanting for nothing. You fill my hunger with honey from your sweet, sweet word. You let me worship before you, so I will love and adore you. You are my shepherd, you are my Swami, you are my Lord. You let me worship before you, so I will love and adore you. You are my shepherd, you are my Swami, you are my Lord. You let me worship before you, so I will love and adore you. You are my shepherd, you are my Swami, you are my Lord. You let me worship before you, so I will love and adore you. You are my shepherd, you are my Swami, you are my Lord. You let me worship before you, so I will love and adore you. You are my shepherd, you are my Swami, you are my Lord. You make me worship before you, so I will love and adore you. You are my shepherd, you are my Swami, you are my Lord. Sadguru Deva, Sri Vishwananda, you are my Lord. Sadguru Deva, Sri Vishwananda, you are my Lord. You make me lie down in green pastures. You make me wanting for nothing. You fill my hunger with honey from your sweet, sweet word. You make me lay down in green pastures. You make me worship for nothing. You fill my hunger with honey from your sweet, sweet word. You Swami, you are my Lord. Sadguru Deva Sri Vishwananda, 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 you are my Lord. Om Avatari Shishaya Namah, Om Vishamaya Namah, Om Divakari Sumajataya Namah, Om Sukshmatranave Namah, Om Chinmayaya Namah, Om Guru Murtaye Namah, Om Sundaraya Namah, Om Sulochanaya Namah, Om Sumukaya Namah, Om Charvasaya Namah, Om Keshavaya Namah, Om Padmabhujaya Namah, Om Mandadamanaya Namah, Om Charumbaradharine Namah, Om Ramaya Namah, Om Mandirastapakaya Namah, Om Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Namah, Om Gayatri Achmane Namah, Om Arpana Swikarakaya Namah, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namah, Om Namo Narayane Mantropasakaya Namah, Om Swaramayaya Namah, Om Madhurakantaya Namah, Om Krishna Sankirtana Lorupaya Namah, Om Stota Priyaya Namah, Om Mitabashine Namah, Om Vakmine Namah, Om Chitakala Visharaya Namah, Om Vratadaraya Namah, Om Sarave Namah, Om Jagatpantaya Namah, Om Savalokaitaya Namah, Om Bhakta Priyaya Namah, Om Surdaya Namah, Om Anukulaya Namah, Om Niyaya Namah, Om Sudarshanaya Namah, Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namah, Om Premamurtaye Namah, Om Shubhikshanaya Namah, Om Pritivardhanaya Namah, Om Swastidayakaya Namah, Om Tarakaya Namah, Om Anugrahaya Namah, Om Vardhanaya Namah, Om Architaya Namah, Om Arthaya Namah, Om Siddhi Pradaya Namah, Om Janatanaya Namah, Om Manoharaya Namah, Om Mahakshaya Namah, Om Sireshwaraya Namah, Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namah, Om Atmalingaya Namah, Om Lingachana Protsakaya Namah, Om Siddhi Sadanaya Namah, Om Madhavaya Namah, Om Omkarupasakaya Namah, Om Sukshmaya Namah, Om Vishokaya Namah, Om Satvikaya Namah, Om Samadarshine Namah, Om Dakshaya Namah, Om Ashintyaya Namah, Om Nirankaraya Namah, Om Nirmohaya Namah, Om Avyagraya Namah, Om Chitakrodaya Namah, Om Vinayashilaya Namah, Om Savashaya Namah, Om Kushavaya Namah, Om Kshamaya Namah, Om Satyadharmaya Namah, Om Vivekapaya Namah, Om Viraktaya Namah, Om Atindraya Namah, Om Satyasandaya Namah, Om Pavitraya Namah, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Bhaktanidhaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Sutapaye Namaha, Om Samyaya Namaha, Om Guyaya Namaha, Om Vimurkatmaya Namaha, Om Kabiraya Namaha, Om Guptaya Namaha, Om Atmaramaya Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Jyotidaraya Namaha, Om Dhanyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Nuratikramaya Namaha, Om Gahanaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Maheshwara Mahadashakaya Namaha, Om Kutasasartakaya Namaha, Om Abhiprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Shamaikata Bhavatakaya Namaha, Om Premanataya Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato Divavantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Pritihya Sapta Dhamabhihi Inam Vishnu Vichakrame Tredhani Tade Param Samudamasya Bhagun Sure Treli Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Adabhyaha Ato Dharmani Dharyana Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Vritani Paspashe Indrasya Yuchan Sakaha Tad Vishnu Paramam Paragum Sada Pashanti Suryaha Diva Chakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagruvagum Sasamindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Param. Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premavataya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premavataya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Koti Samaprabha Nirvighnan Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketapane Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Vedari Satadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Suprabhata Shri Rukmini Shabhavana Hare Murare Radesha Gopesha Surupa Bodhadi Bhatya Shri Dvarakashaya Vaikuntha Pate Bhuvane Kamote Gopala Deva Hare Tava Suprabhata Meenakute Kamara Rupa Varahamote Devi Kamaya Tuhane Kuru Rama Rama Purushantamaham bhajami. Yatpadapalagayudam vinidaya kumbham. Vandre pranama samaye saganadiraja. Vikram viyantum alayasya jagatrayasya. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Adi Mahita Kananam Varudishasya. Avasta Paramahamsa Sri Jagatrayani. Yasma Bhavanti Bhavanti Vishadriyacha. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Yakshakshuresha Savita Sagadhana. Raja Samasta Suramurti Ashesha Tejaha. Raja Jaya Pramati Samritakara Chakro. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Damora Pampani Jaya Shutaya Stapamshi. Ramari Gita Patagavadayasya Jivaha. Yadata Mata Vibhava Pragata Prabhava. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Yasminda Gopa Maravendra Mahosvakamba. Vandana Rupa Paramacharana Tanoti. Karma Vinayati Kintu Shabhati Bhaja. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Yankroda Kama Sahaja Pranayati Priti. Vatsaya Mora Guru Gaurava Sevya Bhavare. Sanchitya Dasya Saishinkanura Purete. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. Analatir Govinda Sarvakala Karana. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami. Govindamadi Purushantamaham bhajami.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnanajanashalakaya Chakshurunmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev, everybody. The verse for today is from Canto 3, chapter 29 and verse 23. It goes as follows. Dvishata parakaye mam manino binnadashinaha bhuteshu bhadaverasya namana shantim rikchati. And the translation is, one who offers me respect but is envious of the bodies of others and is therefore a separatist never attains peace of mind because of his inimical behavior towards other living entities. So, this verse is spoken by Kapila Muni. Kapila Muni in Srimad Bhagavatam is described as one of the avatars of the Lord, one of the 24. And Canto 3, chapters 25 till the very end, chapter 33, is described his teachings. He is teaching his mother. She is asking him very interesting questions. Like, for example, in this chapter, chapter 29, she asked him to explain to her the process of life and death, and she explains why, because this helps to actually detach from it, right? And so in later chapters, for example, chapters 30 and 31, Kapila Muni in a great detail describes the sufferings of living beings. And it is there, actually, in the chapter 31, we find this famous prayer by the soul. When the soul gets embodied, it starts to pray to the Lord for the mercy. Yeah, Guruji quoted it several times already in his satsangs. And she also asked at the beginning of this chapter to explain to her the process of devotional service, of bhakti. And so this chapter exclusively is dedicated to bhakti, right? Unlike other chapters, because Kapila Muni, as we know, he is the creator of Sankhya philosophy, right? The distinction between spirit and matter. So that was his previous talks about, previous chapters. And here, this chapter 29, exclusively dedicated to bhakti. And the verse I have chosen, verse 23 in this chapter, is actually a part of a group of verses which I consider quite unique. It's verses 21 to 27, 26, around that. And he speaks about service to the deity in a temple, or it can be your private setting, doesn't matter, service to the murti, right? And he says how not to do it. For example, the general idea of the whole set of verses is that if you are inimical towards others, inimical means if you feel like other people are enemy, if you feel malice, if you feel angry, right? If you feel like competition, constant competition between people, then Kapila Muni says if you are serving the deity, it's like serving the deity with turning your back towards the deity. It's like throwing rice into the ashes. The fire is already gone, right? It's useless. So the same goes with the deity service. If you're inimical, if you feel angry, if you compete, all this is useless according to these verses. Okay, so I will not look at this verse that I have chosen 23 separately. I will look at them together. So let's repeat what he says. One who offers me respect, like worship, but is envious of the bodies of others and is therefore a separatist, never attains peace of mind because of his inimical behavior towards other living entities. So this inimical behavior, like being angry, malice, and non-ahimsa, you can say, is actually quite present in the scripture, and especially in the Bhagavad Gita. Small scripture, 700 verses, and I can easily remember 3 places where Krishna mentions ahimsa, right? Quite a lot, actually, for such a small scripture. Straight away, it's chapter 16, verse 1. When he mentions divine qualities, one of them is actually ahimsa. And he says, one who possesses all the qualities that he lists, and those verses, it helps to attain liberation, right? If you don't possess those qualities, then you are subject to bondage in this world. Chapter 13, verse 8, when Krishna speaks about true knowledge, he also lists ahimsa in there. And he says, apart from everything I list, everything is ignorance, right? So being inimical, being angry towards others, it's a mode of ignorance, it's tamas, right? And then chapter 11, verse 55, Krishna says, whoever serves me, whoever regards me as the highest, has no attachment, and has no malice towards any living entity, attains me, comes to me. Okay, so 4 things. The last verse of chapter 11, the one who has no malice, no anger towards any living being comes to me. So if you have angry, then probably you will not come to him. Okay, so very important, right? And also, you see this inimical behavior. Usually we think of it as the physical, right? Be an enemy, try to hurt somebody physically, but it's not necessarily like that. We also have speech and we also have thoughts. And for example, in chapter 17, Krishna speaks about the tapasya of the mind. And he says that tapasya of the mind is having peaceful thoughts towards others. And Guruji said several times, right? We know the situation in Ukraine, for example, what is happening. Many people felt angry, they feel frustrated. Why Guruji doesn't do anything? Why Bhakti Marga doesn't say anything in this situation? They feel angry and all these things towards Russian people and Russian president and things like this. And Guruji said, well, you think you didn't contribute to the whole situation? You watch the news, you have this negativity, you send this negativity with your mind, you contribute to the whole event with your own negativity. It's not that we think our thoughts is just for ourselves, nobody see it, nobody hear it. It's not like this. We can affect things, we can affect the event, we can affect other people, even with our thoughts. Okay? And so in this verse that I have chosen, actually, Kapila doesn't say about the presence, acknowledging of the presence of divinity inside, because actually it's also kind of the theme of those verses. He says, those who disregard the presence of divinity, presence of Supreme Lord inside other living entities, also disregard me. Also they might worship me, but they do it turning their back towards me. Okay, so I will marry these concepts together. And so now, let's look at the being envious of the bodies of others, okay? And I don't think he means like bodies, like physical bodies, okay? Like, for example, Matajas might say, oh, she has more beautiful hair than me, or that person has more beautiful tilak than me, or Prabhus might say that guy has bigger muscles than me, things like this. No. It's also position, like social position, like money, success, and skills, right? How much we envy each other, right? How much we envy that somebody is right now with Guruji receiving darshan. How much we envy that people. You saw this video maybe like when they were in the lake with these little boats. Like how many people probably envy? Like, oh, how I would like to be there. Why there? Why they earned to be there? Why Guruji didn't take me? Why he didn't approve me? And things like this. Yeah, life is unfair. And things like this. And we compare, and this brings chaos into our life, right? How much it can completely ruin your life. Like constantly compare, he's better, the other one is worse, and constantly compete in all these things, right? No peace at all. That's what Kapila Muni is saying. And so it doesn't necessarily mean body comparison, right? But also like position, social position, and so on, skills and achievements, and this comparison is also quite actually present in the scripture, but you might not see it. It's a bit hidden. There is a famous verse in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 35, which you probably all heard about. Yeah. Krishna is saying, Shiyan Swadharma Viguna, Paradharman Smanushtita, Swadharma Nidanam Shiya, Paradharma Bhayabhavaha. It is better to perform your own dharma, your own duty imperfectly, than to perform the duty of another perfectly. Right? So there are a lot of confusion about this verse. Like, what does Krishna really mean? How is it possible to perform duty of even another being? Like, I even don't know my duty. And so duty here in this verse, it's our whole constitution. It's our karma, it's our desires, our previous choices, our desires, our actions, our words, everything brought to this exact moment right now. Somebody is a woman, somebody is a man, somebody is high, somebody is small, somebody is different, in a different position in life. And so it is, this verse is not about like performing duty of another, because this is actually impossible. This verse is actually about acceptance. Accept where you are. You don't need to be perfect. Perfection actually is not achievable in this world, Krishna is saying. And actually he repeats this verse. This is not the only time he says this verse. Chapter 18, verse 47, he says exactly the same stuff. Exactly the same. It is better to perform your duty imperfectly than duty of another perfectly. And it doesn't mean doing something physically. It means acceptance. And it is incredibly, incredibly important and I would say fundamental to spiritual path, to accept where you are. Because this acceptance actually, Guruji, he was saying before, but he I don't remember like in the past years, he doesn't really say about self-love. Yeah, maybe those of you who for some time on a path with him, you might have heard he's saying, how can you love others if you don't love yourself? Okay. And of course, some people might understand, like Guruji is speaking about self-love. Let me try to love myself, and they start to take photos in the mirror, like this. Oh, how much I love myself. Look at me. And they post it on Instagram, how much likes I get. You know, Mataji's, they start to divinize their bodies. Look at the Divine Mother in me. Yeah, the more flesh they show, the more Divine Mother is present in me. All this stupid stuff, okay? And so, self-love is actually this acceptance. It doesn't mean beautify yourself. It doesn't mean love your body. It's actually to accept yourself, where you are, who you are, because there is no second Brij Kishore. There is no second Govind. There is no second Katyayani. Right? We are unique. Nobody can live your life for yourself. Only you can live your life. Okay. So this is incredibly, incredibly important. And as Kapila Muni is saying, you cannot serve me truly. You cannot worship me truly if you are inimical. And this brings this attitude of being inimical towards others, this constant comparison, this not acceptance of who you are and where you are. This makes us compare, makes us desire things, makes us being attached, compete, and then feel enemy. And then all your worship is like throwing rice into the ashes. The fire is already gone. The ceremony is finished. You are throwing rice and ashes. You are doing useless things. So look how everything is connected, right? That's why those first verses of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, when Krishna says about karma yoga and detachment, are so fundamentally important. You cannot follow your spiritual path if you are attached, right? That's why, for example, we can connect it, like Kapila Muni is saying, you cannot attain peace of mind if you are envious, right, of others. And in chapter 2, verse 66, he's saying, if you don't follow the path that I have told you, you will never find peace. And without peace, how can there be concentrated mind? Without concentrated mind, how can there be realization? Right? Which path? Karma yoga. The most fundamental thing on a spiritual path. That's why I like to say, actually, brahmacharya is for everybody. Everybody must become brahmacharya, but not external, like without family, sexual life, and things like this, but internally. Everybody must become brahmacharya. Krishna doesn't speak to the monk. He's speaking to Grihastha. He's speaking to the king, to the prince. Right? So these are very fundamental things. And another, as the last point for today, he doesn't mention in this verse, but in those group of verses, he always speaks about acknowledging divinity in others. If you don't acknowledge divinity of others, inside of others, right, you can say, then also your worship is useless, right? And that's why Bhagavad Gita actually begins, the very first things Krishna is saying, what he's saying. He says that we are actually not this body, we are the soul, we are divine. And this idea is also quite present in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. We all know 5.18, also famous verse. Bhahyas Pashesva Saktatma Vidya Vinaya Bhahyas Pashesva Saktatma Sukamakshaya Vashnute. Probably I forgot. Okay, doesn't matter. So he says that the wise see with equal vision, Samadarshana. He sees the same, the sage, the elephant, the cow, the dog, and dog eater. Right? Why? Because he see, the truly wise person, he see that actually these bodies, they might seem different, but they're actually made of the same elements. They're actually the same. It doesn't matter somebody's tall, small, big, white, or skinny. It doesn't matter. It's the same. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, very beautiful verses. Canto 5, chapter 12, I think. It's the conversation between Jadabharata and the king, Rahugana. He's explaining to him, he says, you consider yourself a king, and you are shouting at me, who is carrying your thing, like because the king is on this chair, whatever, yeah. He's carrying Jadabharata, that thing. Like you are angry and stuff. But look, our bodies is just a piece of soil. You are the piece of soil who considers yourself to be the king. You are shouting at the 6 pieces of soil who you consider to be your servants. And you are sitting on another piece of soil right? So this is all just the same. This body is not actually even alive. It's only like if you cut your hand or if you cut the finger, it will not go around and start a family, start a business, and do his own things. It has no consciousness. It's dead. We are all walking deads, actually. This body is dead already. It's alive only because the divinity is present inside. And Krishna is saying, chapter 18, verse 20 in Bhagavad Gita, he says the true knowledge is the knowledge that actually sees undivided divinity present within all the bodies. Okay, and he says Rajasic knowledge is the one who separates, he sees different entities. Different bodies. Rajasic knowledge is material. Sattvic knowledge is spiritual in nature. Okay, and so the last verse in this group, verse 27, Kapila Muni is saying, therefore, through charitable gifts and attention, as well as through friendly behavior, and by viewing all to be alike, one should propitiate me. Right? That's how you propitiate him, by friendly behavior, viewing all to be alike, understanding the spiritual nature behind material nature, who abide in all creatures as their very self, says Kapila Muni. Yeah. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya. Govinda Gopala Keshava Madhava Paramaniranjana Krishna Vasudeva Vasudeva 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 Hey Raghunandana Dasharatanandana Bhattadishvara Rama Vasudeva Vasudeva Vasudeva, Vasudeva. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala me. Yatitraya, Karunakaraya, Mangala, Mangala me. Yatitra Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Govinda Saturma Sadgamaya Namaso Mahajoti Gamaya Nijoma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Bolo Shri Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavan Ki Jai Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Mandir Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Kanhaiya Ki Jai Shri Mamta Kripabaji Ki Jai Shri Ramanujacharya Ki Jai Bolo Sadguru Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Om Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janavallabhaya Paraya Parapurushaya Parakama Mantra Yantra Tantra Oshadastra Sastrani Samara Samara Nicho Mochai Mochai Om No Bhagavate Masadashanaya Nikte Jada Pritai Sarvik Shobhanam Pat Parashnai Paranamai Parachatishe Swaha Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha